Okay guys, so today we're gonna be so I know this may sound crazy, but I got this trailer, and on the way home that fell off and was dragging, so I had to pull that off and toss it in there. But I'm gonna strip all this wood off because this is all rotten, and then make a little camper on the back of my four-wheeler. I think it'll be pretty cool, so yeah. My plan is, what's the whole thing? My plan is this. So, strip all the boards off. Scrap all these boards, they're all old. And then get down to the frame. Wire wheel all of it, the whole frame. Pretty basic frame. Wire wheel, all that, the drill, and then paint it. Paint that all up. Looking good. Heavy coats paint. And then, not quite sure what I'm going to do with the floor. And then basically, a bed from here to like right around here. A door right here. And then, right here, I'm thinking a small sink that has a 1 gallon thing up here where you pour a gallon or water in, and then it's just gravity fed. And then on the outside, I can have wastewater. I just drain that. So that all the sink water will run to. And then maybe a small solar panel, because I have one. So, yeah, that's the plan. It's not very big, by all means. I mean, for the four-wheeler, it was a champ pulling it up here. I mean, this don't even latch, but it pulled it up here. Oh, I think I was dragging my chains. I thought it was. Whoops. But, yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I think I need inner tubes for these tires because they leak. I don't know what I'm going to do with tires yet. To be honest, I just thought of this idea yesterday, and I got the trailer 5 minutes ago. So yeah, let's get to it. I'm going to start stripping boards off of it. Okay, so I should update you guys. So, on these two sides, there's 2 boards with bolts. Unfortunately, I couldn't get them off. They were just so rusted, and so I had to grind them off. I did that on both sides, and now these are all loose. And then I did the front one, but these bolts actually could come loose, so I just took those out like normal. And now all these boards are loose, and these ones slid out. So, yeah, that's what's happening. I did a video because it was kind of the same process as right here. So that's what I did over there. And so now I just gotta take this off on this side and that off on that side, and the walls should come off. And then we'll be down to the base. And then I gotta obviously take this off and take the tailgate. That's pretty solid. I mean, cracking is a good noise, I think. But yeah, that's what I'm up to now. So yeah. Don't look too different, but our junk pile's starting to add up. And as you've seen, the bolts are falling on the ground. I'm going to go through here at the end of this project with a magnet to catch it so that we don't get any flat tires. So just so you know, I'm aware of the bolts falling. So yeah, I'm going to get back to her. Four batteries later, and all the bolts are ground off. And I would have tried to get the bolts off. Sorry, dogs are barking. But on one side they had this, on the other side they had a bolt. So I loosened up as many as I could, and then I just started grinding them all. Sorry about the dog barking, but I think maybe I'll be able to put a 2x4 at each one of these, because there's quite a few of them. But maybe I should just make it standard and have one at every 16 inches, but I don't know. I think there's enough here that you could have just 2x4s just all on each one of those, and that should be enough structural integrity. I don't know. These boards I'm taking off too. They're obviously all rotten. They're worse than those boards. Some of those boards are actually pretty solid. But yeah, like these are, look at that. These are rotten, so I gotta take these off. More of those flat heads, so that's exciting. But yeah, it looks like we got some wasp in there. Oh, that's a good tail light. Well, oh well. Well, I'm gonna get back to it. I think I'll take this board off first. I brought all the tools out here to get all the bolts off, and then all I need is this, and the grinder. Once I grind it off, I use the hammer and the flathead screwdriver, and I grind on both sides of the bolt, and then I tap those off, and then the other two sides fall off, and then you can pound the bolts out. But yeah, it's looking good. So I'm gonna get back to her. Okay guys, so it's the next day, and I'm grinding these bolts off, and it's just so hard to get to underneath. I use a screwdriver since the wood's so rotten, get it all off, and then grind. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, because I can't get up underneath there and still have room to grind. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to it. Hey guys, a little update. I got all the bolts off. Besides those ones, I'm gonna have to, but those are gonna be a lot easier since there's no wood. But for all these ones, they were going right down and touching. Like that one right there, it's touching. So that was with all these bolts. So what I've been having to do is grind off the tops. It started with the first one. The first one was so rotten, I got to punch a hole in it, grind it off, then I got that off, and I could grind off the next one, and then it just keeps going. So, but on this one, there's a bar right there and right there. So I'm gonna punch a hole right through here with my hammer. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys a little update. So next day, little update, painting it white, but I decided I'm never even gonna see this, and I still have a lot more to do, like all in there and all this for as far as getting the rest off and then painting it. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna paint this bar, this whole bar from front to back, the leaf springs on both sides, and then this bar. And then I am going to paint the wheels and stuff. But that's all you'll see, because if you bend down, you'll be able to see this bar and leaf springs. So that's all I'll paint. And then I got a little update. So my dad's friend stopped by the house, and he's looking at it. My dad was telling him about what I was doing with it. And he said, why don't I just bring it out to here? So that'll give me, if it comes out to here, that'll give me about a foot extra on each side, and so my dad said that I should lay 3 boards crossed here, 1 on the end, 3 boards crossed here, 1 on the end, 3 boards crossed here, 1 on the end, and then I can put my OSB on top of that, and then whatever flooring I want, and that would come out to here. So what the plan is now is my head of my bed will be right here, and so I'll be laying this way. And it'll be as wide as from the back wall to here, about. And so that will be my bed, and I'll be laying this way. And then I want to have a window right here. And we're stealing the windows out of that camp right there. It used to be our fort when we were younger, but we don't use it anymore. And we're going to haul it out of there. So we have some windows and stuff. I want a window right here on the back, one right here, one on the other side right there, and then one in the front. And then my door right here. And then we also have an oven out of there. Oven right here. And then there's a little sink right here above this wheel well. And it has a cabinet, so we'll just take that whole unit. So yeah, that's looking like the layout. Oven, sink, and then back there, bed. And then right here, I was thinking a little table, maybe a stool, a chair, something like that. But yeah, so that will be pretty neat. And then my propane for my stove will be up here, like on a normal camper. And then this thing will be pretty cool. So yeah, that's what I'm up to, but first I gotta paint. But I'll come down here. Show you guys, yeah. I don't really want to go in there because it has things right there. It's right there. It's full of wasp, but I can run in there fast. So right there is my stove. I'm not sure if I can use that sink or this sink. Actually, no. I'm gonna use that one, and then I'm gonna use that cabinet too. And then windows. This window, that window, that window, and this one. So the two small ones will be over top of the sink and the table, and then the two big ones will be on the ends. So yeah, that should give me plenty of natural light. And then as far as lights and power and all that, I have a solar panel, so I think I'll do that. I'll have power for some LED lights. I'm not gonna need that many. You know, I thought I'd just put up some LEDs. And then, but there's a power unit that shows you where your power's at, your level and all that. That's on that camper. I think I'll stick that in here. And I'll just have a battery. Like, I have a lawnmower battery. I'll just stick that in here. Not sure where I'll put that yet. But that's just like utility stuff. I think maybe the cupboard underneath the sink, I could have the battery, and then the solar panel will be on the roof. I think, maybe. Not really sure. I think that's where it'll be, because that gets the most sun. So then I'll just have one outlet, so I can just plug in a fan and my phone to charge it. So, and then the lights, obviously, but I'm not gonna be. I don't want to have a lot of power in here, because then stuff starts getting complicated. So I'll only have one outlet, and that's from the battery right to near my bed, so I can plug in a fan, and yeah. And then the lights will be run right from it into here. So yeah, I don't want to have too much power stuff. I just want to keep it pretty simple. And then I'll just have a little propane tank to power my stove so I can cook. And then water-wise, I don't want a pump. I do not want a water pump, because then I need a bigger battery than just a lawnmower battery. So what I think is I'll just have, like I said earlier, maybe a gallon water tank. Or a gallon, maybe like a 2-gallon water tank that just screws in or something, or I pour water in it, something like that. That's some of the finishing touches. And then basically it'll just be gravity fed. And then the wastewater, I'll just have run out right onto the ground from my sink. I'll just have a line that goes down. Probably tuck it in there or something so it just drains. I want it to be very basic. I don't want it to be too overcomplicated in here, but I do want it to be comfortable. So here's basically, I said a lot, here's the layout. Door, there's also some stairs on there. Rob those, put them on here. Walk up, stove, sink, bed this way, window, 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 table, chair. I might just sit on my bed, not sure. window. And then I'll have those fold out stairs and a door right there. I think I'm gonna cut that door frame in half and shrinking it. Not half, but it is a little too tall. But who knows? I don't have anything built yet. So yeah, and you may be like, oh, it's gonna be heavy, but I do think the Kodiak will pull it. So yeah, I'm gonna get to painting. I just got a roller, and this is just some stuff. And this is meant to go right on top. Like, this is perfect to paint over top. So it's meant for exterior, it's oil base. So yeah, I'm gonna get to her. Just as I start to wrap up, it starts to sprinkle, so gotta clean up. But I was done anyways. So yeah, it was really easy rolling that on, so I decided, yeah, just do the easy stuff. It'll protect it, you know. But like I said, most of this you're not even gonna see. But I just did it because why not, you know. This you are going to see, so yeah. I did a little bit better job on that one. So that I'm going to be able to see. The rims I think I might do white too. I'm not painting those today though. That'll be one of the finishing touches. That'll be one of the last things I'm doing. So yeah. So yeah guys, that's it for this video. Like and subscribe. And next video, we should start building, because this is the last step before I can start building. So, yeah. See you in the next one.